back. It's Monday, week 8. Today is the start of a new week. This week we're doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, so we're starting to increase the weight again. If you remember, we did our deload week, then last week we did 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Now this week we're doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. So it's going to be a little heavier and more challenging. So it's time to head over to the gym, do your 5 to 10 minutes of warm-up cardio, and then it's time for some weight training. I'll see you over there. Alright, it's Monday, week 8, and it's time for your first upper body workout of the week. We're doing the same Monday workout we've been doing throughout the entire program. Again, this is the second half of the program, so you want to really try to beat your performance from the first half. This week we're doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Now this is the same sets and reps we did in week 2, so you want to take a look back at your workout journal and try to beat the numbers from week 2. Before we get started with the weight training portion of the workout, you need to do your 5 to 10 minutes of warm-up cardio. Once you've completed that, we're going to start into the weight training. Alright, time to get started with the weights. First exercise for today is the bench press for the chest. You've been doing the bench press for 7 weeks now, using proper form, a full range of motion, and not trying to bounce the bar off your chest. A lot of people let their ego get in the way, load up the bar, and bounce it off their chest. Again, this is not ideal for stimulating the chest. So start off with your 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 15 reps, and then we'll move into your heavier sets. Now that your warm-up sets are complete, let's move on to your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Again, 8 to 10 reps means you should complete at least 8 reps, but no more than 10 reps. If you can complete more than 10 reps, you need to increase the weight. If you can't complete 8 reps, then the weight is too heavy and you need to decrease it. Alright, you finished your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, so let's take the weights off the bar, put them back on the rack, and write down your performance in your workout journal. Before we move on, let's take a look at this performance compared to week 2's performance. Alright, you beat week 2's performance, so you're off to a good start in today's workout. Second exercise for today is the bent over row for the back. As I said with bench press, you've been doing this exercise for 7 weeks, so you should really have your form dialed in. If you're still questioning your form, be sure to watch what Rob's doing and follow his lead. You want to start off with your 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 15 reps. Once you complete your warm-up sets, you need to add weight to the bar and go into your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Alright, you completed your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, so let's take the weights off, put them back on the racks, and record your performance. At the end of this workout, we're going to take a look back at your performance from today's workout and compare it to week 2. Your goal is to continue to beat week 2's performance. Third exercise for today is the military press for the shoulders. Again, you've been doing this exercise for 7 weeks, you should be very confident in your form. Start off with your 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 15 reps. Remember, these warm-up sets are not the failure. Once you complete your warm-up sets, move into your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Again, you've been doing the military press for 7 weeks now. You should be really confident in your form. Be sure to use proper form, a full range of motion, and breathe properly during every rep. Now that you've completed your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, let's take the weights off, put them back on the rack, and write down your performance in your workout journal. The fourth exercise for today is a barbell shrug for the traps. Start off with your 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 15 reps before going into your heavy sets. Remember, we always want to warm up a muscle before we start lifting heavy. When doing barbell shrugs, you want to just shrug the traps up. You don't want to use momentum or jerky form to lift the barbell. Add weight and then complete your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Alright, your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps are done, so let's take the weights off, put them on the rack, and record your performance in your workout journal. We're moving on to the 5th exercise of today's workout, the close grip bench press for the triceps. Start off with your 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 15 reps. Be sure you're placing your hands about 1 foot apart. You don't want to place your hands too far, as that's going to start to stimulate the chest and not the triceps. Add weight to the bar, and then perform your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. You performed your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, so let's put all the weights back and write down your performance in your journal. Time for the final exercise of today's workout, the barbell curl for the biceps. Start off with your 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 15 reps before going into your heavier weights. Focus on using proper form and not swinging the barbell up. Remember, swinging the barbell and using momentum only takes attention off of the biceps. This is a biceps exercise, not a total body exercise. You've completed your 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, so let's put the barbell back and write down your performance in your workout journal. Alright, that takes us to the end of your weight training workout for today. This week we're performing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Now that you're done with the weight training portion, it's time to stretch all the muscles you worked. You need to do a stretch for your chest, back, shoulders, traps, triceps, and biceps. Once you're done stretching, head back over to my office and we can recap today. Great workout today. Awesome way to start off the week. You're doing really good. Now this is the 8th week of the program, so you've come pretty far. You may be starting to feel unmotivated, you may feel the diet is tedious, and the workouts may be wearing you out. But you know what? You're making progress. If you're becoming unmotivated, go back and look at your progress pictures and look at the progress you've made. And think about the progress you're going to make throughout the rest of this program. Another thing you can do is go to your body space profile and update your stats and get some motivation from other members. It's really crunch time now. It's time to dial everything in, complete everything you need to do, and finish up this program strong. So tomorrow's your lower body workout, so I want you to go home, get all of your meals in, rest up, and I'll see you tomorrow.